All right, so we're live. We're live here. Finally, Preston, I'm going to start with my dream. I see gold reaching 2,300.
Yeah.
And what do you feel about that?
I think we're close. Yeah, we like I mentioned while we were recording, overnight, last night, Sunday night. Today's April 1st, 2024. Gold hit 2260. I'm sorry, 2261 in dollar
Yes.
terms. So that's $39 off of 2,300. I don't see it as out of the realm of imagination. I don't see it out of the realm of reality. Hitting 2,300. Now
But do you see it this week? It's April 1st. Today's April 1st.
You know what?
2024. You see it this week?
I don't like to make timed predictions. So either, I will say I do see it hitting 2,300 soon, but I'm not going to say this week or next
How about
week.
this?
Yeah.
How about this? I'm not going to show my face, but I'll
Yeah.
point to myself.
Yes.
Me, Pound of Gold, is predicting 2,300 this week. Here, we'll make a bet. If we get to 2,300 this week, can I get one of these? Will that be the prize?
No.
Come on.
You can have it for the price that it is.
Be a betting man. What do we have here?
Okay, so what I really like is these pandas, especially when they come in the full packaging. Now I don't read Chinese very well. I know this is the word for China because the word in Chinese is zhonghua, is the word which actually means Middle Kingdom. Interestingly enough. So the Chinese refer to China as Zhonghua, which is Middle Kingdom.
Yeah, these are cool.
Yeah, I love pandas are just, you have such cool artistry, and I really like pandas. Pandas are some of my favorite coins, just because you have such character. I think there's just a lot of character in a gold panda. And then let's see. Okay, we've got a capsule. Proof 10th ounce gold eagle. What year is that?
I think that is totally a fair bet.
Hold on, let me see. I just need to look. I need to look at it, see what the year is. It's in 1888. It's in 88. Yes, that's in 1888. All right. Okay.
Can you talk to that customer while I talk about the gold?
We'll have to turn the mic off. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Maybe if I go in the room.
Let's shoot. Hi, how you doing? Hi. Are you we're doing a YouTube video right now. I open at 10.
Oh, okay. Well,
Yeah.
I'm just walking back. Drop some tires.
Are you looking to
We got customers coming in for Preston, so I'm just gonna show you what I think he should give me for my bet that gold reaches 2,300, and he gives me one of these. He didn't agree to that bet, but I'm just showing you what I think I should get. Wait, I think there's a. There you go. Here you go. This is totally fair. There's a proof. It's a proof buffalo, MS70. That is incredible. I have a proof buffalo. Mine is not slabbed, and honestly, I prefer it to not be slabbed. I really want to, I feel like with these, first you can't really see the edge, and that drives me crazy. For some reason, there's something about me that I'm always a sucker for the edges of these modern coins. I like how the edge is always so crisp and clean. Maybe you could see it on this little one. Can you see it? No, you can't even get in there. But I just love to see the edge, and I think that's partly why I like my coins to be more raw. I would not hold a proof in my hand. I see Silver Fox just sent me a message. Let me get a buffalo at face. Yeah, I would like that too. Well, I'll tell you, the premiums on buffaloes. I was just talking to Preston. They've really dropped a lot. Like they were like 500 to 600 over, and now they're really dropping a lot. I mean, I want to say like $200-300 over spot for the buffaloes. Here's a nice eagle. My wish list that I really want to get a. He doesn't have it here. I want to get a proof Just a proof gold American Eagle.
If they're
That's also on my wish list. And
Have a set key dates.
this is, I've never seen this. This is a gold half,
yeah,
Kennedy half.
the non-key dates.
I've never been a big fan of the Kennedy half. I mean, I've done coin roll hunting, and I always get excited when I get like 64. What is it? 68 or below? Those are silver, 40% silvers. I've done coin roll hunting, and anybody out there who's done coin roll hunting, you'll know that the you get a lot of gold-plated Kennedy halves, which is, they're kind of silly. I mean, I give them to my kids, but they look kind of like this. This is not gold-plated. This is actual. I'm sure this is some kind of strike that's real gold. We also got some fractional.
Thank you very much.
Yeah,
What's this?
No problem. Thanks.
10. All right, Preston's back.
All right, so,
I was just talking about the premiums on. What do you think the premiums are on? Is this a proof?
no,
Oh, it's not a proof. It's just. I thought this was proof.
No, it's not a proof. That's just a that's just a normal buffalo. This, I mean, like normal premium. I mean, this would just be like, I don't know, $100 and something over spot, maybe 110, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Like MS63 gold buffalo. I mean, come on. Sorry, MS70. I'm sorry, MS70 gold buffalo.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not, the market's just not there. I mean, it's just a normal gold buffalo. These are
What's
kind of
that
cool.
Kennedy?
So this is 3/4 of an ounce. That is a proof gold
Oh, it's
coin.
3/4 ounce.
I can get pretty decent premium selling this to the wholesaler over spot. Yeah, these are cool. I mean, you rarely ever see these. Yeah, it's a 3/4 ounce gold coin, and I don't know what the mintage is, but yeah, in this condition, I mean, I could get it probably a 10-15% premium over spot for something like this.
And it
just from the wholesaler.
It looks like I was mentioning that I used to do coin roll hunting, and
Yeah.
you find a lot of the
Yeah.
gold plated.
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
it
it
looks like
looks.
the gold plated.
It's definitely.
So
gold.
tell me about this book.
All right.
That's
So
so cool.
the thing for stackers that I think is super important is you need to educate yourselves. Just like start reading. Immerse yourself in understanding finance. Like understand the mechanics of how it works.
Yeah, I think, not to cut you off, but
Yeah.
there's this phrase, buy the book before the coin, right?
Yeah.
But for stackers, it's a little different. Stackers, we need to buy the book that teaches us about economics
Right.
and what's going on with the dollar
Yeah.
and where it's going.
Yeah. So, like, for example, a very popular author, Jim Rickards. He's the what is it? The Death of Money, New Case for Gold. I mean, anything by Jim Rickards is worth buying, worth reading. I would say he's where you start. Start with Jim Rickards. If you want to get a little further into kind of how it works, study financial crashes. Study 2008, study 2001. Go back, study 1929. Like look at how things fell apart. And try to understand what it was. So this book here by Matt Taibbi, Griftopia. Now he uses some harsh language, and he's kind of hard on. So he wrote this in 2010, and he is kind of harsh on the Tea Party, so the Tea Party movement.
Oh yeah.
And that might offend people, but I would say get past that with this book, because he has some fantastic investigative reporting on the the intricacies of what Goldman Sachs did. Goldman Sachs did some very criminal things leading up to 2008, and they were bailed out.
And not to cut you off,
Yeah.
but I noticed that
Yeah.
we today 2024
Yeah.
we turn to Goldman for like their brilliant views on
Yeah.
the dollar and gold.
Yeah.
And like they're thieves.
These guys are crooks.
I mean, how else?
Yeah.
Where, like if you or I
Yeah.
did even an inch
Yeah.
of the thievery that they
Yeah.
did, we would be considered, you know.
So here's
Unrepeatable.
an example of what you're talking about. So all of those bad, subprime loans that they packaged that up.
Yeah.
They sold that to investors, and you know what they
That wasn't
did?
an accident.
They did it in bad faith because they shorted the same product they were selling to people. They shorted that.
Oh my God! I know it's unbelievable.
That's in here. Matt Taibbi, great work. He covers Obamacare, and it's a scam. Let's just be real. Instead of addressing some of the fundamental problems that the insurance industry has in the United States, date back to the McCarran-Ferguson Act, that was what, 1943. The things that should have been addressed, like we need to repeal McCarran-Ferguson. Instead, we just added on this new healthcare act that didn't address the exemptions that the insurance industry has against federal investigation. The federal government cannot investigate insurance companies.
Really?
Yeah, under McCarran-Ferguson, they have an exemption. They also have an exemption from that bill from the Sherman Antitrust Act. So the federal government cannot take antitrust action against any insurance company because of the McCarran-Ferguson Act. There's a lot of really good information in this book. I highly, highly, highly recommend it. It's a good read. I mean, the thing is I would never recommend a book that's boring.
Yeah.
I think it's very important to find books out there that are about finance that are engaging, that are fun to read, that you can get through. You don't want a textbook that's going to bore you to death.
Yeah. One thing I notice about our community of silver and gold stackers, as I hold this gold, is that we turn to YouTube, and I do this also. I turn to YouTube for my information about what's going on, and specifically what's going on in finance and the economy.
Right.
And often it's interesting, a lot of YouTubers who talk directly, like we're doing, like talking specifically about economic issues in finance, issues with the dollar. A lot of YouTubers literally put their screen onto whichever website they're getting their information from. And I watch these videos. I like, that's kind of, for a silver stacker and a gold stacker, that's our version lately of reading. We watch these YouTubers show us, let's go to Reuters and see what Reuters is telling us, about what's going on, or whatever it is, whatever website it is. So, the fact is, books like this, that it's the same. It's even more in-depth information. By the way, is this a proof that I'm holding?
It's out of the capsule. I don't know the full story there. I didn't buy that.
But it's
one.
a half ounce.
Yeah, it's a half ounce. Got another book recommendation. We talked about this, I think, in another video. This is a great one on the Hunt brothers driving up the price of silver in 1980. They did it using debt, and this is a great book on understanding how that happened. They were the first. That was the first time that silver went to $50.
Yeah.
And that was 1980.
It's
that's
unbelievable.
crazy. So this book I also recommend, The Big Rich by Brian Burrow. Also a great book, because goes into a lot of the big the Texas oil families.
It looks like my favorite. It looks like my favorite movie. Do you know what I'm saying?
With I know what you're talking about.
There Will Be Blood.
Yes,
I love
it's a great movie.
I
It's
know,
really
I love
good.
that movie.
Yeah,
That's what it looks like.
But that's California. That was the Southern California oil boom. So
it's a really cool one.
It's stuff like that is just super interesting.
So we probably your store is going to open. We came in a little early to do a live stream. I showed up at Preston's before hours before the store starts.
Yeah.
But I think we're probably going to have to cut this because people are going to start coming in. I'm just going to line up this cool gold. And again, if gold hits 2,300, what did you say? Gold? What do I win?
Nothing.